I have something to tell you, Karen.
All right, I'll come down to the living room. Just give me 10 minutes.
I'm heading out now, so let's just continue this conversation over text. You're a shut-in anyway, so no need to come out specially.
Are you going out?
Yes, Rachel invited me for dinner.
Rachel is here?
Unlike you, Rachel managed to catch herself a rich husband and is a proper housewife. She always eats out at fancy places for lunch. That's what feminine charm gets you. Unlike someone who just stays locked in her room at home and can't even catch one or two men because she has no charm.
Are you actually talking about me?
How long are you going to leech off your parents and stay unemployed?
Mom, I've told you many times that I'm not unemployed.
How am I supposed to believe that? You never show any signs of working and you're home all day long.
You're just misjudging my working situation.
Whatever. Anyway, I need to tell you something.
You never listen to what I have to say, so please go ahead with your news.
I've decided to live with Rachel.
What? Wait, live together with her? You mean you're moving into Rachel's place?
Of course not. She's moving back home here with her husband.
What do you mean she's moving here? Have you properly discussed this with Rachel? Her husband's workplace is far from here, isn't it?
They have a car, so it should be fine, right?
I don't think that's the only issue.
What other issues could there be? They'll have a room. We have space.
Have you discussed about household expenses, daily routines, privacy boundaries?
We don't need to discuss such trivial matters. We're family.
Living together requires planning, especially with in-laws involved.
She offered to live with me because she said if she lives with you, you'll just waste your father's inheritance and cause me more trouble.
Inheritance? What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb. Since your father passed away, we've been getting by on his inheritance. I've even been supporting you with it, but Rachel made me realize it's such a waste to use my inheritance on you.
So that's why Rachel is moving in with you?
The inheritance is limited, you know. When it runs out, I'll only have my pension, which isn't much. So to avoid financial trouble, I'm counting on Rachel's husband to support us.
So Rachel and her husband will live with you, and her husband will support both you and Rachel financially? Are you sure her husband really agreed to this?
Of course. He's head over heels for Rachel.
But that doesn't mean he agreed to financially support his mother-in-law.
Rachel said it would be fine. He makes plenty of money at his company.
I really doubt that's how marriage works.
You wouldn't know since you've never been married.
You're meeting Rachel now, right?
Yes, she is driving over here to pick me up for lunch. At a nice place, too. I haven't had anything like that since your father passed away, and you never take me out since you're unemployed. Rachel really is my pride and joy compared to you.
If you're meeting Rachel, I think you should have a proper conversation with her. I think she's hiding something.
Hiding something? What do you mean?
If you're going to live together, there are financial matters, household chores, and other necessary life things you need to discuss in detail.
You don't need to worry about any of that. I talk to Rachel much more than I talk to you, who's always locked up in your room. You should worry about yourself.
Worry about myself? Why?
Because living with Rachel means you will have to move out.
What? Move out?
Of course, you'd just be in the way.
In the way? What's your plan after I move out?
Life will be easier without you, and I'll be getting rid of an annoying parasite. That's more than enough.
I thought you might be misunderstanding things, but I never imagined it would be this bad.
What misunderstanding? Don't misunderstand this situation, too. I've been nice to you only because you have the free pass of being my daughter, but you're a grown adult now, so become independent already. So start looking for a place to live and prepare to move out soon.
I understand. Let's talk properly when you get back. There seems to be a lot of things I need to help you understand.
There's no value in listening to anything you have to say. I'm going to have lunch with Rachel, then do some shopping, and have dinner too. I'll be back late, so make sure to lock up.
Mom, we really need to talk about this. This is my house too.
No, it's my house. Your father left it to me. You just live here because I allow it.
That's not how it works, actually. Please, let's discuss this when you get back.
There's nothing to discuss. Rachel will be moving in next month, so you have until then to find your own place.
This is incredibly sudden. I need more time.
A month is plenty of time. Even someone as useless as you should be able to manage that.
I am not useless, and you know it.
All I know is that Rachel is a successful woman with a husband, while you're still single and hiding in your room all day.
Success isn't measured by marital status.
In a woman's life, it absolutely is. Rachel is on her way now. Don't text me anymore. I'm going to enjoy my day with my successful daughter.
Fine. We'll talk later.
I'm sure you heard from Mom, but I've decided to live with her, so you should start preparing to move out soon, sis.
Rachel, did you really talk this through with Mom? In detail?
Of course I did. We had a thorough discussion yesterday. After you're gone, we're going to sell the house and buy a new condo near the station with Dad's inheritance and the money from selling the house.
What? Buy a condo? You haven't discussed this properly with her, have you?
I told you we've discussed it. Are you that upset that you're being kicked out while we get to live well?
That's not it. If you continue with this plan, something terrible will happen.
No, it won't. I understand you're jealous with your little sister being Mom's favorite, but you've had your sweet time long enough. Isn't it time to pass the baton to me?
What sweet time?
All this time you've been living off our parents while being unemployed, right?
Is that what Mom really told you?
You liked me saying you had a job. I heard you were working from home, so I believed you. But you were actually just a shut-in with no job? Talk about having a big ego. Lying to your own sister.
I am neither a shut-in nor unemployed.
But you've been living off Dad's inheritance, right? Mom told me. She said you don't contribute a single penny to the household.
Mom really said that?
She said you don't contribute money or help with any of the housework. She said, I don't remember raising such a child. I really failed at parenting. But compared to you, she said I'm a good child. Sis, you're so useless. Even your own mother said she failed with you.
I see. I'm just getting sad about all of this.
Now it's my turn to receive Dad's inheritance and the sweet life, so hurry up and disappear, you parasitic nuisance. You're getting kicked out of the house and you'll be homeless.
Seriously, you two are finished.
The only one finished is you, so you'd better hurry and decide where to move. You'll seriously become homeless. I'm just warning you.
You don't know what you're talking about, Rachel.
I know exactly what I'm talking about.
Rachel, I want you to think carefully about what you're doing.
I have thought carefully. I've thought about how unfair it is that you've been living off Dad's money all this time while I've been working hard with my husband.
Is that what you think has been happening?
It's what I know has been happening. Mom told me everything.
And you trust Mom implicitly? You don't question anything she says?
Why would I question her? She has no reason to lie to me.
Well, she might not be lying. She might just be wrong, misunderstanding things.
About what? The inheritance? The house? Your unemployment? It's all pretty straightforward, sis.
Nothing about this situation is straightforward.
Look, just accept that your free ride is over. It's our turn now.
What about your husband? Is he on board with all this?
Of course he is. He loves me and wants me to be happy.
And moving in with Mom and supporting her financially will make you happy?
It's about family, which you clearly don't understand. You've always been selfish.
I'm selfish? Oh, that's rich coming from you.
Just start packing. Don't make this harder than it needs to be.
Fine, I'll start looking for a place.
Good. And don't expect any help from us. You're on your own now.
I've always been on my own, Rachel. Nothing new there.
Whatever, just be gone as soon as possible. Sis, are you enjoying the outside world after so long? Did you like my present?
I never expected to receive a 4-day hot spring trip from my sister, so I'm really surprised.
Well, a shut-in like you wouldn't leave the house unless everything was arranged for you, right? I honestly thought it was a gamble whether you'd go or not, so I'm glad you obediently went on the hot spring trip. It helped us start preparing to sell the house.
Sell the house? What are you talking about?
Actually, I gave you the trip as a present to get you out of the house because you weren't moving out. We forced you to be away so we could sell the house during that time, and Mom and I are moving out.
So, did you actually sell the house?
Of course we did. Since Dad died, the house is in Mom's name. I made sure to check whose name was on the deed. We just signed the contract with the real estate agent. They said a bunch of other stuff, but we decided to leave all the complicated things to them, and we just have to wait for the money to come in.
A bunch of other stuff. Do you actually understand what they told you? Did you read the contracts too?
I don't need to understand, do I? That's what we're paying the professionals for, with their commission fees and all that.
Both you and Mom should really listen to what others have to say.
There's no point in listening to things we don't need to know. Besides, I don't want to be lectured by someone who's unemployed. You should worry about where you're going to live.
I was planning to move out anyway, so I've stored all my important belongings elsewhere and have already found a place to move to, so don't worry.
Well, that was quick. Just so you know, we won't let you use any of the inheritance for your moving expenses. There's not a penny left for you to use.
That goes both ways.
What do you mean?
I'm going to quietly enjoy my hot spring trip. I've been busy lately and haven't had time to relax, so thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Don't come crying to us later saying you have no money.
I won't, but I wonder if you'll be saying the same thing soon.
What's that supposed to mean? We'll have plenty of money from selling the house.
If you say so. I'm just trying to make sure you understand what you're doing.
We understand perfectly. We're selling the house, buying a condo, and living happily ever after without you leeching off us.
And you're absolutely certain this will work out the way you expect?
Yes, why wouldn't it? The house is worth a lot.
Whatever. Enjoy your windfall.
We will, and you enjoy being homeless unless you find a new place fast.
There's a lot you don't know about me, Rachel.
Whatever, just don't come back to the house after your trip. Your stuff will be on the curb.
I already moved everything important, so I should be fine. Feel free to throw out whatever's left.
Good, that will be less work for us. Enjoy your hot springs while we enjoy our new life.
I will, thank you.
Hey, where are you now? You moved, right? Just tell me your new address.
Huh? What's with the sudden call?
I've been deceived. That real estate agent must be a scammer.
I see. It's just that our land is leased, so you could only sell the building and didn't get much money, right?
Huh? How do you know about that?
Because we were told when Dad died, when we were handling the inheritance and doing all the paperwork.
What? I never heard that.
You didn't hear it because you weren't listening. I even explained it to you several times afterward, but you always tuned me out.
I didn't know it was leased land. That real estate agent didn't properly explain it to me.
I'm sure the real estate agent did explain it to you. Even to just sell the building, you'd need permission from the landowner, and you probably asked the real estate agent to handle that procedure, right?
I told them to handle all the troublesome stuff. I told them that's what I'm paying them a commission for.
As usual, you just gave orders without listening. Poor real estate agent.
What's going on? In the end, we only end up getting a few $1,000s from this.
It's obvious that a 30-plus-year-old building wouldn't sell for much. The land belongs to someone else. It's actually good that you didn't end up with zero after paying the commission and the land transfer approval fee and all that.
But we can't live on this amount of money. We can't even buy a new condo now. So I'm coming to your place. Rachel says we should get back the money she spent on you and use that to buy a condo.
What? Money spent on me?
We've been supporting an unemployed shut-in all this time. That money, you need to give it back to us now.
Actually, I've been the one supporting you all along, so are you going to pay me back instead?
Huh? What are you saying? Don't be ridiculous.
I'm not being ridiculous. I earn over $300,000 a year.
Karen, stop daydreaming.
It's true, I'm not a shut-in. I just work from home. And what's this about Dad's inheritance? Because there's no such thing.
What are you saying? There's money coming into the account.
The money I've been putting in, Dad barely had any savings. Maybe $3,000 at most, which was quickly used up for the funeral expenses. The only asset left was the house building.
Wait, so the money I've been always withdrawing is...
It's money I've been putting in. I've been paying the land rent from that account, along with the property taxes and various other taxes. You've been using it for living expenses too, right?
Wait a minute. You're saying that money wasn't your father's, but yours? It's almost like you've been supporting me.
So that's what I've been saying. You don't work, and after Dad died, I stayed at home to support you. But then I got called a parasite and a nuisance, so I decided I'd had enough and stopped putting money in.
What? Stop the money? How am I supposed to live from now on?
But you're living with Rachel, right?
Oh yes, that's right. We can live on her husband's salary. Even if I've been living on your money until now, there's no problem.
But actually, Rachel is in divorce proceedings with her husband, you know.
What? Divorce proceedings?
Her affair was discovered and her husband is demanding compensation.
That can't be possible. I never heard anything about this.
And that's probably because Rachel simply didn't tell you. She doesn't say or listen to things that are inconvenient for her.
But how do you know about this?
Actually, Rachel came to me before asking to borrow money because her husband was going to leave her. When I asked why, she told me her affair was discovered and she was being asked to pay compensation. When I refused to lend her money, she probably fed you this far-fetched story about kicking me out and selling the house to live off of that money.
That can't be. So her husband won't live with us, and there's no one to support me now?
Looks like both you and Rachel were planning to rely on others financially.
Wait, when did Rachel tell you about her divorce?
About a while ago, before you two cooked up this scheme.
And you didn't think to tell me?
I assumed she would tell you herself. It's not my place to share her personal problems.
You knew we'd be in trouble, and you said nothing.
I tried to warn you multiple times that you didn't understand the situation, but you just refused to listen.
You should have been more direct.
Would you have believed me, or would you have accused me of lying to cause trouble?
I would have looked into it at least.
The same way you looked into the house sale, by ignoring all the details and just focusing on what you wanted to hear?
This is different. This involves my daughter.
I'm your daughter too, but that doesn't stop you from calling me a parasite and kicking me out.
I didn't mean it like that.
How else could you have meant it?
I was just frustrated. Rachel made it sound like you were taking advantage of us.
And you believed her without question.
She's my daughter. Why would she lie to me?
Why would I lie to you? I'm your daughter too.
So, where are you now?
Of course I won't tell you. I'm a parasite nuisance to you. So it's better if we don't have any contact, right?
I just didn't know. Did you say your annual income is $300,000? That's amazing! Even better than your father. And you can earn that just by doing a little work at home?
I'm not just doing a little work. I work really hard. Lately, my workload is stabilized and I can control it better.
So you really were busy. In that case, I'm essential. You definitely need my help.
You're essential for what?
You need someone to do the housework, right?
Mom, don't tell me you thought you were even doing the housework at home, not just providing the money.
But I did the housework for you!
What are you talking about? You barely did anything thanks to all the kitchen appliances, cleaning robots, and fully automatic washing machines I bought. We mostly had takeout, ate out, or had food delivered.
That's not true. I always kept the house clean.
Because I called a housekeeping service once a week when you weren't home.
Oh, was that the case?
Please, Mom, are you senile? Are you just trying to get a reaction out of me? Should we visit a doctor? Either way, I don't want to have anything to do with you or Rachel anymore, so please figure out how to live on your own.
Please don't say things like that.
I thought I was giving back to my mother who gave birth to me and raised me by looking after you and investing in various things. But do you think there's a daughter who wouldn't be shocked to hear her mother say she failed at raising her?
I'm sorry. You grew up wonderfully.
I think I've done enough for my parents, and I left all the old appliances at home. Consider that as my final gift and severance payment. From now on, let's live as strangers.
Wait, Karen! I actually like you more than Rachel! We're mother and daughter, so let's live together, okay? Like me, you're single and alone too, Karen. It's more convenient for two single people to live together, don't you think?
No, I don't. Oh, right, and the smartphone you're using to text me now? The bill is paid from the account where I was putting money in. If you don't start earning on your own, your phone and everything else will be cut off.
You're kidding! Please help me out! Karen?
Being family or parent and child isn't a free pass. There are limits to everything.
I'll choose you over Rachel from now on, so please live with me again. Please! Karen!
I choose to be alone, so don't worry about me.
How can I not worry? You're my daughter!
You weren't worried when you called me a parasite.
I've apologized for that. I didn't mean it.
Apologies don't erase the hurt, Mom.
What can I do to make it up to you? I'll do anything.
There is nothing to be done. What's broken can't be fixed.
That's not true. We can start over.
Some things can't be undone. You and Rachel both made your choices.
People make mistakes. We can learn from them.
I've learned plenty. I've learned that I'm better off on my own.
Please, Karen, I have nowhere else to go.
That's not my problem anymore.
How can you be so cold? I raised you.
You're an adult. You make your own decisions.
I'm begging you, Karen. Help your mother one last time.
I've helped you for years. It's time you helped yourself.
I don't know how. I'm too old to start over.
You're not too old. You're just unwilling to try.
Please, Karen, don't abandon me like this.
You're the one who abandoned me first. Goodbye, Mom. When my mother and sister realized they couldn't depend on each other, they started hurling insults at each other. They're fighting over who should be responsible for the living expenses. My sister has been officially divorced and is being sued for compensation, so the two of them, who can't survive on their own, are fighting every day, accusing each other of saying things and not listening. They're living in a cheap apartment, barely getting by on my mother's pension and their part-time job wages, while paying my sister's compensation in installments, I've heard.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.